Hi guys. So another standing prediction. I didn't put the records. A lot of people didn't like that I put the old record of last season. So I'm not gonna do it. So I'm just gonna predict what I the wins and loss. Um, but I put. But I will say the record of the team though. So let's get into it. I think the Ravens are going to be fighting for number one with the Bengals. They're basically in the same division, so it's going to be very, very hard for the Browns and the Steelers to keep up with these two teams because I think the Bengals will be really hard to beat this year, and the Ravens. And yeah, so let's get into it. So first game, and the first game is really hard. They're going to be playing at Arrowhead against the Chief, and that's a loss. Oh, they start the season with a loss, but they get back. They're on the road for a few games here, but they're going to win against the Raiders. So they're 1-1. Week 3, they're still on the road. They're going to be playing the Cowboys, and that's a loss. So it's really hard at the beginning if you have a lot of road game, but they're going to be back on at home versus the Bills. So they're going to go back home, and they're going to win that one. Then they go on the road versus the Bengals, and they actually steal one against the Bengals here. They actually steal one on the road against the Bengals, and then they go back home against the Commanders, and that's a win for sure. Commanders are not going to be that great this year. Week 7, they play the Bucks on the road, and that's a win. And now they're getting a winning streak against the Browns on the road. So they win on the road against the Bengals. They win on the road against the Browns. So they're playing very well. Week 9, they play at home versus the Broncos, and they win. And they have a big winning streak of 2, 4, 5, 6 games winning streak. And then they play the Bengals at home, and the Bengals get their revenge. And that's a loss. And then they go on the road against the Steelers, and they get another loss. So it's very hard to win at Pittsburgh. Week 12 on the road versus the Chargers. That's a win. And then against the Eagles at home, that's another win. So they're playing very good football. They're basically in the playoff already with all these wins. They get a bye. It really helps them. They play against the Giants after. And the Giants after, that's a win. And then they play the Steelers, and that's another win at home. So they split with the Steelers, and then on the road against the Texans, that's the win. And then at home versus the Browns. Like the other teams, I think they're going to sit down a few players because they're already in the playoff, and they're going to lose against the Browns at home. So they split with the Browns also. So the record is 12-5. At home, they're 5-2. But on the road, they're actually better, 7-3. So really good record. I think they're going to be fighting with the Bengals all the way. And yeah, so let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon in more videos. See you guys.